Hi, my name is M.Sarwar and welcome to our CWTC Get Connected Community Podcast to share our experiences, promote your services and networking, and great opportunities available for residents of Oldham. Many people know that autism is not an illness. Autistic people may act in a different way to other people who may find it hard to communicate or interact, get upset about unfamiliar situations, or think the same things over and over again. By the way, I'm not an expert on the topic, and to help us to understand better, we have invited Mark Wood, an expert by experience, to our CWTC podcast studio. Mark, welcome.
How you doing, mate? Yeah, nice to see you again, mate. How have you been?
It's good. You tell me how's things going.
I'm good, mate. Yeah, just been getting up early in the mornings to do my go-to things every day.
We know you're a great guitar player. We've had a good episode with you last week.
I jam a little.
And we had excellent feedback, so well done.
Thank you.
So, Mark, tell us, what's inspired you to speak out about your mental health struggles?
Well, I just know for a fact someone right now in the world, someone in Oldham right now is being labelled with autism, and they're probably getting really worried, and they're going home to the mother and they're, they're just soaking all the information, like, well, they've been psychoanalyzed. And it's not really a bad thing. Like, somebody could go home right now and like, I'm a Rain Man or something. Well, there's two types, there's low functioning, there's high functioning autistic people. Low functioning people, obviously they're gonna have, like really good memories, like, oh, Woody, will you come to the casino please and count some cards with me, make me loads of money? Unfortunately, I'm not that one, I'm not one of the good ones. But high functioning people can be very obsessive, and it's just one of those, and I just want to get out there today because I got labelled in 2012, and it's about like a 10-year, the label, when you get labelled with something, everything changes for you. And you're constantly psychoanalyzing yourself. It's the label that triggers it.
So that journey that you've gone through in terms of mental health, and you're talking about the impact it's had on your life. Just tell us a bit more about it.
Well, the label was in 2012. That's when I first actually started drinking alcohol. Yeah. In 2012, I was 22. From then, from 13 to 22, I was completely just discipline. I woke up in the morning, I ate, slept and trained, went to college, just did the go-to thing.
Excellent. So if you were to tell us what is the biggest lesson you've learned when you were going through those habits, do you think?
Well, at the moment, I've been very impulsive all my life.
Yeah.
I'm just I've just got a trigger, once I get something in my head, I'm just going to go and do it. If I see a guitar, I'm going to go all the way to Leeds and get it. It's what I'm going to do. I'm very impulsive, and I've learned the term economy of motion.
All right.
Conserve energy. A lot of people, Diego Maradona, the football player,
right, yeah.
And he scored the winning goal to the World Cup. Okay. And everybody was realising, why is he standing still, not doing anything? Mm-hmm. I don't really like football, but it's a really good, this is a good explanation. And he's standing still. All the delicate things we do in life, all the delicate, beautiful, fast things we can do in life. You have to conserve energy to do those things because you can't be constantly moving. You can't be erratic because you have to be nice and loose and ready for something to do something spectacular. It could be anything, Wing Chun, martial arts, music, anything. It resolves around life itself. And people that are impulsive, they're always moving and they've got a conveyor belt of thought. I'm talking to you right now, I could be in the back of my calculus thinking about something else, but I'm not because I'm being really attentive. Because I just feel really, someone right now is struggling with this. And I just want people to know it's not a bad thing, it's actually a gift. Obviously people who are very humble, like Kanye West, he thinks he's Rain Man, but slightly autistic, he's wearing a balaclava, he's a bit mental in himself. But yeah.
Well, you're an intelligent person, and some of those coping mechanisms that you've adopted has helped you through.
It's repetition. Yeah. Obviously, and experience as well. It's like when a woman goes through pregnancy, she has a second baby. She knows what's coming, doesn't she? Because she's experienced it once. Yeah. The body knows what's coming. Keep your body guessing.
How do you actually then overcome this adversity in life then?
Just basically the things I've gone through. Really, I've had a lot of. I've been assaulted. I've lost things. I've been around the wrong people. Yeah. A lot of people. But what I've learned,
The society that you're involved in.
yeah, society makes you dirty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Society makes you dirty. You go out in the world and
Well, I
you feel,
wouldn't say society as a whole.
No,
There's a group of people.
there's a group of people, and in itself, you walk away and
Yeah.
you feel dirty, and then you can walk in to your family's home, you feel cleansed. You know, you walk to somebody's presence, you feel cleansed, washed, and ready to go out again.
Yes.
But some people, how can I say this? You know, people that are on a spectrum, they go out and they find it very hard to, you know, everything's premeditated. You know, a lot of things can be premeditated, you know, like they're thinking about what they're doing, how they're going to say it, and they've got like a spiel. I don't particularly have a spiel myself, but I do have, you know, things that I rely on, like there's little pebbles that I can stand on, you know, to get me over the pond. And everybody's got that. It's like you've got motifs in music.
Sure. So, you know, as you mentioned some of those things that help you to cope with. So if anybody is struggling with mental health, what do you think would be your suggestion of
Exchange. Okay, the thing that gets me is when a psychologist who's 24 years old labels you with anything, immediately you're going to change. Yeah, so you need to find yourself an exchange. So
when you say the psychologist labels, you mean
assesses you and gives you, you know, and you've been diagnosed with it, could be anything. Or not just autism, schizophrenia, anything.
Yes.
And the thing is, you need an exchange. If you want to get off the drink, you need to find an exchange. If you're going cold turkey in anything you do, you must find something that you can get a dopamine fixture from. Impulsive people, normally autistic people, very impulsive, addictive natures, obsessions. You can be obsessed at things. You can like, that's why autistic people are very good at one thing. And they could be good at music, they could be good at art, they could be good at anything, but they're only obsessed at one thing. And it's good to have variety. If you find it hard to socially interact with people, you need to have variety. You wake up in the morning.
In terms of interaction is what you mentioned. What about family support? How did you feel?
Family's everything. My mum obviously was there for me. My dad's obviously not with us anymore. It's been many years. But mum's always been there for me. Yeah, I've had good support with my family. Like, you know, my brothers were like, let's go to the casino, come on, let's go and count some cards. I said, obviously, and, you know, just one of those, it was a joke. It's a joke, because I find it's quite refreshing. It really is. It's not an all bad thing. People think, you know, I'm special now. Yeah. Like, these people, if you've got someone giving you trouble and they're putting you down, just walk away from them.
Excellent.
You know, my dad used to say, they're like arrows of water. They can either splash on you, and they can basically burn you like acid, or they can hydrate you. All these things should uplift you, you know, just like, you know, you're in the street. I know this is a bad thing, but you go in, my dad was going through Debenhams one day, and some guy used to see him, my dad was like, you know, Stallone. He'd be walking through eating a piece of chicken, and he'd never say anything. And then my dad walked in there, and he's out of shape, not looking well, and this guy said to him, where have all your muscles gone, pal? You know, you never said anything when I was in shape, so why are you saying something now? Yeah. These things can hydrate you or they can burn you, but let them feed off them.
What do you think the biggest misconception about mental health is?
Don't know, it's just the people you're surrounding. Obviously, these people, when you're going out taking illicit drugs, like, you know, you keep taking a drug, you're no longer you, you're an upside down version of yourself. It's a short time solution. People that taking drugs and illicit drugs, they're going to expand the receptors, they're going to get a really good, massive amount of serotonin, they're going to feel all the way up there, but in the long run, you're going to be all the way under there. You take drugs for the first time, you're all the way up there.
They don't know the impact it will have
on. And then eventually you have to, and then when you wake up the next morning, this is you where you was at the beginning, and this is you now. You have to take it just to get over that line, yeah? And that's you, and then when you're not on it, that's where addiction comes in. And people that are autistic, it's a short-term solution. The best thing you can do is keep the term variety, go to the gym in the morning, balance yourself out. Because I know people right now, my autistic brothers and sisters, you know, you've got a conveyor belt of thought going around. Go to the gym and get yourself, go to the shake, you know, really just give yourself a really good workout each morning. And I swear to you, you'll level out and you'll be more relaxed. You know, just like I said, a calming emotion.
You know it's effective.
It is. Exercise is key. Like, you know, like the term medicine is just another term for meditation. Yeah. You know, just being stillness, standing still, right, and trying to do, you can't be constantly moving. If you want to do something extraordinary in your day, you can't do something extraordinary all day. You have to build up to it, conserve energy, because those very delicate, you know, melodic things that you want to do in your life, and yeah, it's kind of musical terminology I'm speaking.
So basically, what you're saying is have a good society, interaction society with the society, right group of people.
Less is
healthy,
more.
Healthy lifestyles.
Yeah, well, less is more. People are constantly engaging themselves every day on a 24 hours a day, 7 days a week basis. It's not normal.
And talk to people, talk to the right people. Get
Well,
the right
yeah,
support.
you don't need hundreds of people to love you, you just need a good few.
Lovely.
Yeah, you don't need, yeah.
Is there anything that you like to wish that people understand better about mental health?
Well, autism in itself, people can be like the word you'll hear is, you know, a bit unhinged, you know.
Yeah.
You know, he's out there, you know. But the thing is, yeah, we're very outspoken people, but it's more of a, you've got to think of it, it's more of a, like a veil. You basically, it's premeditated. It's when somebody finds themselves in a loop and they're going out and they're using, you know, premeditated conversations, and low functioning people don't have, obviously, someone that's low functioning, eye contact's one of those, you know, they can't really look at you and stuff, and it's their obsessions, and when you're talking to them, they're either doing something, like a little baby will be lining toys up, you know, every morning, and then a baby might be spinning round, and then the baby's like, how can I keep spinning round without going dizzy? Put a blanket over it. These are things, the triggers. When you're seeing your child lining your toys up in the same order every morning, that's a sign of autism. You know, and these are the things. But people with autism, I find like when I was playing guitar, that was a complete, you know, escaping mechanism. It was a blanket. But, you know, obsessions are bad.
Normally are, you know, with this music, with this writing, with this poetry, dance, whatever.
Just remember this, obsession's a good thing. If you want to be good at something, obsession. If you play table tennis every day for 10 years, eventually you're going to get good at it.
Yeah.
It's true. But remember, variety is everything in life.
And discover your talents as well.
Yeah.
Be with the right people. But, okay, thank you, Mark, again, for sharing your experiences.
Yeah. I just want people to know, if you are being labelled with autism, you're a win-win. Honestly, you're going to become a rocker probably. You're going to be doing something creative. Left side of your brain, just remember, it's not a bad thing. Okay?
Thank you for sharing that. And I'm sure people will benefit from listening to Mark's experience. And to move forward in life, and as a society, we need to create an environment where people are inclusive, and people who have autism feel they are engaged and involved, and most importantly, be valued. So thank you very much for listening. Hope to see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.